Oh, how do I operate this? This is so cumbersome. So many buttons. Oh, it is a hard nut to crack. It needs something extraordinary. Oh, I can't solve this puzzle. It has a steep learning curve. So, you grapple with the technology. Describe a technology that you find it difficult to use. As an examiner, I can tell you, you will say, oh, I need to think of some complicated technology. But hold on. It is where the most of the candidates trip. Now, let's break it down for you. Imagine you have chosen a very simple technology like a new microwave. Okay, sounds basic, right? But here is where the magic is going to happen. Your job is to transform that simplicity into a compelling narrative. So, you can start by setting the scene, create a scene. A few weeks ago, I brought a new microwave that promised to be smarter and more efficient. That is why you brought it. But from the moment I unpacked it, I knew I was in trouble. So you created a scene and grab the attention of the examiner, and it is relatable, and he will instantly put himself in your. Before going into the cue card, before I dissect it, I will read it out from my PDF, which has updated, and you can buy that PDF either from my website, or if you want any assistance, personal coaching is given by me to you. So you can also contact me. Let's dissect the cue card. We will dissect the cue card first, address all the points, and we will sprinkle some good vocabulary, and that vocabulary which I find is high, I will be repeating it, underlining it. That is why I'm sharing the screen, and please, it is a predicted cue card for your September also and even your October. So let's dive into it and I'll share it. You have to describe a piece of technology and not anything. Not anything you will describe. You will not describe like suppose furniture or something like that. It should be related to technology. So here I have used a camera, as an example. You can use as a microwave. Okay. You can use a smartphone. And there are some, language that you can use with all these examples. Now let's first dissect it. You should say what it is. Now what it is that you have to say, and how you got it, what you got it for. Maybe you got it for baking, for photography or something. The purpose here, that means the purpose, and how often, do you use it? Once in a week, or regularly, or sometimes, or once in a blue moon. That means rarely. It could be like that. It doesn't matter. Okay. But the main thing here again is it can be divided into two parts. Technology, and you feel it hard to use. Now there was first, earlier it was that you want to replace it. So you will not answer this. You will answer this, hard to use. And how you feel about it, like whether you've done a right decision or you would want to learn it to use it further and you want to become competent. See, there is always an extempo going on. One piece of technology that I own but find Particularly challenging to use is my high-end. Now this is a collocation. High-end microwave or smartphone. This is DSLR camera. While, see the complex structure, while it is a powerful device capable of capturing stunning images or capable of, anything, capable of doing, making very good videos for the smartphone, the complexity of its functions often leaves me overwhelmed. Means you are always confused, overwhelmed. Now this is copy paste. Okay. Now I purchased the camera a couple of years ago. You purchase anything with the hope of diving into photography, baking, or making videos as a hobby. So this you can replace. The camera came highly recommended by the professional. So the micro was highly recommended by the chef, boasting features like the manual control it had, interchangeable lenses, this is only for the camera, and high resolution image quality. However, see, that means there is a complex structure. As someone who's more accustomed, means used to, accustomed means used to. I hope you don't find it confusing, but this is how I teach. So you are more accustomed to, this is a high band, to using simple point and shoot camera. So you are accustomed to a simple microwave or a smartphone or my smart mode for taking pictures. The DSLR was significant step in complexity. It was very important step that I took to buy purchases that are complex or things that are complex. Again, this is copy paste. Okay, so keep noting down. The camera manual in particular, see, in particular has been a tough nut to crack. I used it in the beginning, means it is very difficult. Tough nut to crack. It can also be used for the people, right? So this is a high band. So that is why it is 8 plus. So it requires a deep understanding of settings like the ISO, the aperture and the shutter speed. So here you can replace with whatever you want, which are essential for the controlling the exposure and the quality of the photos. So which is essential to improve the quality of your experience also, you can say, copy paste. Despite reading the user manual and watching countless tutorial videos, this is copy paste, I still struggle to get the right balance between these settings. Copy paste, often ending up with either baking or overheating or something overexposed or underexposed images or videos also, you can say. The sheer number of buttons, again you can use this, the sheer number, that means there are many, and the dials on the camera or anywhere, each serving a, it could be a smartphone, okay, do it a smartphone, each serving a specific function adds to the confusion, making it difficult to remember what each one does. See, this is all copy paste. So you can, I give coaching also and personal, yeah, and this is the number, right? I am on Instagram also. Okay. Now, another aspect that I find challenging is difficult is the process of changing lenses or anything you can say. While the ability to switch between different lenses in one's cameras is camera strength, okay. So you, in the microwave, you have to switch between conventional and baking, okay. It is also a source of frustration, note down. For me, each lens has a specific purpose or each button has a specific purpose, and knowing when and how to use them, effectively requires experience and practice. Again, requires experience and practice, copy paste. I often find myself fumbling, this is very good, fumbling, clumsy, when you are very clumsy with the lenses mount, worried that it might damage the delicate components or let dust into the camera body. The Post-processing images, another 100. The camera captures images in its raw format. This is a collocation, which provides greater flexibility in editing but also requires knowledge of software like Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop. Learning how to properly edit the raw files to bring the best out of the images has been a steep learning curve. This I used in the beginning also. 9 bands. Despite my efforts, I often find the results not quite living up to the potential of the device or the microwave or the smartphone, whatever. So that is again living up to the potential of the microwave or whatever you want to write. Flexible, copy paste. Then, despite these challenges, I haven't given up learning how to use my microwave, my DSLR, my cam, whatever. I recognize that mastering such a sophisticated piece of technology takes time and patience. Now this is copy paste. I continue to practice and experiment, gradually becoming more comfortable with features. Copy paste. There is a certain satisfaction that comes with overcoming the challenges and slowly improving my data skills, my baking skills or my video making skills on the camera or on the smartphone. So the whole paragraph is copy paste. You can, please don't memorize it word to word, but you can get hold of some very good sentences. Now, in conclusion, while my DSLR camera is a powerful tool, microwave or the smartphone is a powerful tool with immense potential, its complexity makes it difficult to use, especially for someone like me who is not a professional, chef or a photographer. However, I am determined to keep the learning and hope that with time I'll be able to truly harness, means you will utilize its capabilities. So this is again a copy paste with 9 band. So yeah, this is my number, and I am also giving coaching. Idioms. If this video gave you some insights, make sure you like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out more tips and tricks to ace your IELTS. And it comes from an ex-IELTS examiner. You don't forget to share your experiences with the challenging technology in the comments below.